Well, another quarterback that got paid over the weekend was Tua Tagovailoa for the Miami Dolphins. I talked about this last week. You were gone, Cricket, but I said when we were previewing the Dolphins, he was actually heading into his fifth year rookie contract, which we rarely see guys get to that fifth year. They usually, if they're going to be the franchise guy, get extended early on. Now, I think the Miami Dolphins were waiting because they didn't know what Tua's, he had that year with the concussions issues and whatnot. So I think that's why they were holding out. But I said, there's no way they're going to start this season without having Tua extended. And sure enough, just a few days later, Tua ends up signing a 4-year, $212 million contract extension with the Dolphins, which I think it's a lot of money, right? It's a lot of money, but it's really because you got to add in that fifth year. His fifth year option, I believe, was paying him $23 million, something like that. So, he's really signed for 5 years, like 235. So the cap hit is going to be able to be spread around a little bit. But I think if you think he's your franchise guy, you're going to go with him. Then this is smart. Get it done before the season starts. Then you don't have to worry about it. There's no distractions. And you make your guy happy, and you've got your player. And this is just kind of the price. This is the cost of doing business. If you want one of these guys, this is what you're going to sign them for. What do you think about Tua and his extension with the Dolphins?
Well, once again, I'm okay with paying this guy right here because even with the injury issues, Tua off the field has never been a problem. You've never seen him be a locker room problem. His guys all seem to like to go to battle for him and stuff, and he's going to go to battle for them. And I think there's a mutual respect there. For this guy. So I don't have a problem with a going rate. Like there's obviously way worse people you could pay. I see a lot of worse people on that list right there that got paid money. The jury's still out for me on the whole Trevor Lawrence thing right there. Joe Burrow, once again, there's injury questions there. We've seen two of his first 4 or 5 seasons now that he's not been able to complete the thing. Justin Herbert, jury's still out. So have to see how he does with Harbaugh. Lamar Jackson's obviously an MVP. Jalen Hurts has fallen off a cliff as of right now. We'll have to see how he bounces back this season. But as far as all that list goes, I mean, I can think of a lot of people that would be worse to pay this money than Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that AK pointed out when we were talking about this the other day or the other night was there's no Super Bowl rings on that list. It was just kind of crazy. Like the top,
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now you throw Tua in there, and you throw. I mean, now Tua's in there, but you got to also throw Jordan Love's new contract. So the top 8 highest paid QBs in the league, none of them have any Super Bowl rings.
No, only 3 of those guys have even played in one.
Yeah, I mean, Lamar hasn't even got to one, and he's a 2-time MVP. I asked AK this. I'll ask you, if Lamar never let's not even say he wins one. If he never goes to a Super Bowl, is he the biggest? Is he the most overhyped player in NFL history?
No, that'd be a long list there, and it'd be unfair to judge him that way because once again,
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I know you'll do it, but once again, it's a team game, and Lamar can only do so much. Lamar didn't fumble that football through the end zone last year. He threw a perfect pass to Zay Flowers. Zay just working hard, hustling, trying to get there. Obviously, young guy made a mistake, yada yada yada. But he can't do it all. So he can't do every single thing for these guys. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to call him the most overrated player ever. But
I'm sorry. I'm still just tainted by him sitting out that playoff game when he was healthy enough to play. It's because he was worried about his contract. I don't root for guys.
I don't like that stuff either. Like I said, I'm an ultra competitor, and it comes back to the point where at the end of the day, I got to sleep with myself at night. I'm the one that's got to close my eyes, and I couldn't in good conscience do that, knowing I was healthy enough to go out there and play and go to battle with my guys, because there's a brotherhood. You know how it is. There's a brotherhood inside the football locker room and all that stuff.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
I was always one of those guys that wanted to go to bat for my teammates and my brothers there, so I couldn't in good conscience do that. So I can't really support that. But I've also never been in a situation where I was playing and there was millions of dollars on the line.
Yeah, so I still don't like it. I still don't like it.
I don't like it either. If you're healthy enough to play, it's your job. Go play.
Yeah, but so it's a playoff game too. You never know what can happen. You can go on a Super Bowl run. We've seen 4, 5, 6 seeds make the Super Bowl,
and that's not just your job, man. That's your legacy at that point.
Yeah. Good morning,
Phils. Good morning.
This was Tua at practice after he signed his contract. Did you see this?
Just getting everybody hyped. Let's go, bro.
See, I mean, some people might not like that and be like, "Hey, you're here to do business," but the main thing is this is the vibe that Mike McDaniels has set there in Miami, right? And
Yeah.
you've made your guy happy. He's happy. His teammates are happy for him, right? Mainly because they know they got some good free dinners coming their way at some nice restaurants in
Oh,
Miami,
yeah.
courtesy of
Offensive
Tua.
line, I got new golf clubs and stuff for
Yeah.
Christmas. Let's go.
But you made your guy happy, so I mean, that's why also this contract was a good signing. But did you see this Tua talking about? I thought this was pretty cool. Tua is talking about how Mike McDaniels went to bat for him with management, with the owners, of saying why they should give him this contract. Which, because
Okay.
you might not think like, oh, they were going to do it no matter what. No, I mean, like I said, we were heading into the last year of his contract, and I mean, we're like a month away from the season really getting going, right? I mean, not the
Yeah.
first game, but like you're going to be
It's that
game
time, man.
mode, yeah, it's that
It's that
time.
time.
So there's no guarantee that they would have extended him, and he talks about it.
Well, I think it says a lot. Word gets around quick, and I don't think he knows that I know, but I've been told from several birdies that are, here in the facility that are upstairs as well. That he went to bat for me the day that I went out and practiced 11 on 11, 7 on 7 before we went on that little break. That he went to bat for me with our owner, and I won't go into details of things that I heard were said, but just know like he is what he says. He says what he told me, and he did what I was thinking he would do for me, and not just for me, but for any other player.
Which is really cool to see, because it shows that these players, Mike Medina is making himself. He's not just that funny guy that we like to see and listen to and talk to, but the players like him, right?
Dude,
It's kind of like
because he will
there's
come
only a
back for
handful of coaches. You either got to be like a Belichick where people respect you, and just because you like him doesn't mean you can't respect him, but like where
right.
you know what you're going to get from coach, right? But like Mike McDaniel's showing that the players really do care for this guy and they like him because he cares about them as well.
Absolutely, dude. It's a different time too. It's a different kind of coach that gets the most out of his players now than got the most out of his players 20, 25 years ago or farther back than that. It's a different game. There's a different generation, a different people, personalities, and things you're dealing with right here. And Mike McDaniel seems to be one of those guys that really his players are, he's willing to go to bat for them. And that's what, that's something as a player takes a lot of pressure off of you by being able to know that your coach has got your back. You don't have that extra worry looking over your shoulder and all that stuff. You know this guy's got your back. And you go in there, and I think it's a good move right here. And I see y'all over here in the chat. Sales says I don't like it at all. I think that I got to get my bag while screwing over the rest of the team. Let's be clear on something. Ain't none of these guys eating fried bologna. Ain't none of these guys having to go shop at the great value aisle at the grocery store. All these guys, the league minimum is what, damn near $1 million now. So there ain't nobody really getting screwed over. Yeah, maybe you can't go drive Lamborghinis and eat at Ruth's Chris every single night, but you're doing just fine for yourself. So ain't nobody really getting screwed. And you chose this life, man. You just chose you wanted to be a professional athlete. You wanted to go do that, and you're getting paid exponentially more than the majority of jobs in America that people go to every day and hate their job, digging ditches or pumping septic tanks or making cups of coffee or selling burgers at McDonald's, whatever it is. You chose that life. Nobody made you go pick your profession and going to do that. None of these guys are really getting screwed. So I'm the whole get the bag thing. These guys are going to get paid. You got to get paid. And the thing is, when these guys get paid like that, a lot of these contracts these guys are making, these receivers and things like that, you get paid because your quarterback's top notch. So they're helping them get paid as well. So I don't really have a problem. And like right there, like I said, you talk about it. This is the atmosphere they've set in Miami now with Mike McDaniels. A lot of fun. The fans didn't seem to have a problem with that. It's kind of hype. Like, hey, we got our guy paid. We know he's going to be in the lineup week 1 now. We know he's going to be practicing going up to that. So I'm okay with it, man. I really am. Like I said, because I don't think any of these guys are really getting screwed. You're all making $1 million a year at least.
Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments below in this video. Let me know how you feel about these quarterbacks getting paid, and specifically about the Tua signing. Was it worth it? Are you happy if you're a Dolphins fan? If not, what do you think? Do you think it's too much of a risk given his injury history? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to us wherever you're watching this video.